What's going on, everyone? Welcome back. All right, so do apologize for the lack of Mainz content. I am pronouncing it correctly this time. Everyone has been so kind as to correct me on how to pronounce that. It is pronounced Mainz, Germany. So things have changed a little bit. Things have changed quite a bit. Do forgive me for the lack of content again. Over the last couple of days, I have been out of town. So I'm just now able to sit down and finally get back to recording. And I spent the last about an hour and a half, 2 hours doing a little bit of work as I said I was going to. And let's take a look and see what I've done. Now, one of my users going by the name of, hold on, I'll tell you in just a second. Kampfbrot. Kampfbrot was kind enough to take one of the maps that I've been using and actually translate it into English for me, so I could get a better idea of what I was looking at, because my German is obviously terrible. So in looking at that, I discover a few things. These houses I had right here, was actually an arsenal, and this was like a parliamentary building right here. So obviously we don't have an arsenal and I don't have a parliamentary building. So I decided to use the Fire Brigade Institute in place of it. And actually the front of it right here looks really, really similar to the arsenal house that's sitting here on the main street along the harbor. It actually looks very, very similar to it from this angle. So I decided to use that. It's kind of like, just to kind of give that idea of it right there. And then for our little parliamentary building, I moved the members club over here. And I put that there. I can't give the exact buildings, but, I tried to find some stuff that would work and look nice. And I feel like that did a fairly reasonable job of making it look good. Now, a few of you probably have noticed a few new buildings. And that is, I am using I'm using the Old Town mod now. The Old Town mod adds lots of buildings from previous Anno titles into the game. I am not using it for like all of the different houses, although they do look cool. I decided I'm not going to use it for the homes. I'm only using it for some of the extras. Like I decided to put the Opera House here. The actual municipal hall, or whatever you want to call it, the city hall for Mainz, the original one. Of course, there's a completely different one now, but the original one did have this big grand dome on top and everything, and so I felt the opera house looked just a little more reminiscent of it, so I decided to use the opera house there. Of course, we do have some new skins for the church. Looks absolutely fantastic. I decided to put one of those in right there. Let's see, there's a few other things. The town hall actually has a different look to it. It has a more medieval, this is actually the bailiwick from 1404, so I decided to use that. I can't decide if I want to use that town hall or this town hall. It does kind of, adding in some of these old town buildings does give the city an air of like history. Like, these are old buildings that have been there for a long time. The city modernized around it, so it's kind of cool. Also a new type of doctor's office, so a smaller doctor's office. Now, of course, the graphics aren't as crisp as the other ones. These buildings and these textures are really, really old. But, it helped out a little bit just to kind of clean it up. Oh, and then the pub has a different look to it right here. So it's looking kind of neat. Let me flip it around here, actually, yeah. So this is the pub from, I think this is the one from 1503 or 1701, maybe. It's one of those two, I believe. But yeah, just a different, something to add a little, add a little something different to the city. Just little visual differences here and there, not just a few odds and ends. But yeah, and of course I did do a lot of redesigning. I redesigned this area of town right here, much cleaner looking now, not so hodgepodgey. Let's actually pop over to my map right here, and I have it all zoomed in. And some people have been asking if there's a way that I can put the map up on screen while I'm building. And I've thought about doing that, but it takes up a lot of room, and it just really wouldn't look good if I tried to put it all up there together. So the map will be linked down in the description below if you want to pull the map up and look at it while I'm building and everything else on your phone, or however you would like to do it. You can pull the map up there and take a look at it. I tried to do the map on screen, and it just didn't look good. You know, it was either too small and you couldn't really see what I was up to. So I'm not going to put the map on screen, but we will flip back and forth to it multiple times. So go zoom. This is also the map where my viewer translated everything for me. So really, really cool. Very, very helpful. So we're going to zoom in here, get down here to this section right here where the hospital is at, St. Christopher's, and this Kaufhaus, which is actually, I found out, a shopping mall right there. So let's jump back into game here. So you can see this right here is a 6x7 spot. This is our spot for the a shopping arcade. Once I have like skyscrapers unlocked and we have a department store, I'll put a department store right here. I'm leaving some space right here for like a cafe or a restaurant and some decorations. So this is going to be like the St. Christopher's church right here. This right here is that, of course, is a hospital. Obviously, it's a hospital for invalids or something, but it's a little hospital right there. So that's kind of where I was heading, and I kind of worked on that right there. Weirdly enough, there's a casino above the church. I don't know. This is not exactly the way the road layout works right there, but it's how I had to do it. Just, you know, trying to get everything in there. But I used the variety theater for the casino. So, yeah, there's a casino right there. I don't understand that, but whatever. So, yeah, got all of that put in. So, what am I going to work on next? I think, actually, I started right here, and I kind of feel like I want to keep going, like, up this direction, possibly. I could actually come over... to this side right here. Because over here, if we take a look at the map real quick. Pop back over there. Whoa. Oh my gosh, I've got stuff going everywhere. There we go. Sorry about that. Let's see. Yeah, if we look right here on the other side. There is a castle. This is a castle. That's like just a big plaza. And this is actually the main barracks. From my understanding is the original wall for the city actually came along this edge right here and came around and kind of connected up with all of this right here. And this was all like, you know, walls, city walls and stuff like that. So... of course, I don't really know what to do for the castle or for the barracks, for that matter. So we may fidge a little bit. So, actually, you know what? I think that's what I want to do. Let's come and work on this today. Let's get everything out of the way, of course. Everything's going to have to get out of my way. All right, so right here. So it's like right here. There's just like a real big, and I gotta put that thing somewhere. Kind of like, I think it's supposed to be up on a hill or something, maybe. Oh, hold on a second. I just thought of something. Shoot. Got to set up a trade route right there to bring furs back. Let's get that going. Okay, furs. I'll check you in just a second, buddy. All right, let's check our newspaper. Yep. Keep that going. Keep that one going. Okay, cool. All right, so that's going to be the furs. I did set this up down here. Because, you know, we're still playing Anno, and there's still things to be, you know, done, such as... Oh, shoot. Really actually want that there, but whatever. Okay, there we go. Okay. But yeah, you know, we're still playing Anno. We still have to deal with needs and everything, so... I need to get furs coming in. I am using a costume designer on this fur dealer right here, so I can only need wool. And then, as you probably noticed, the town hall has an actor, so I can satisfy canned food at the moment without having to build any. So it's kind of where we're at with all of that. Okay, let's start right here and let's decide what I want to do like for a castle. I do have some interesting other buildings from the Old Town mod. Probably not going to use a lot of these. It does clash a little bit too much with the city, I would say. I don't think I want to use all of that. I could do a sanatorium for the castle. This is an interesting building right here. Sanatorium. It's a little much though. It is kind of interesting, though. You know what? Hold on. You know what? Actually, I think I might do that. Yeah. I think that's going to be our castle. Is that big old dude right there. Oh, it slopes. I just can't look at it. I just can't look at it. It's sloping. I mean, it's a sanatorium, but... you know, whatever. As if I really care. Now, although it is rather large, to be honest. A little bit too large. Reason I say that is because this right here actually defines the top of the castle of the Schlossplatz. So the castle plaza. That kind of defines the northern. The road runs right in front of St. Peter's here. So, yeah, let me put a quick pause in the video and let me decide what building I want to use. So give me just a second. Okay, so it's been like 20 or 30 minutes and I still don't know what in the world I'm going to use for this. I've been doing some studying. So basically, you know, you get your castle. There's basically a parade ground or an assembly ground for the military here. There's a main barracks. And then up here, there's lots of other barracks and like command centers and stuff like that. This is kind of like the military quarter right here, basically, is what this amounted to. Lots of military stuff there. So hear me out. We're going to kind of fidget a bit. We're going to fidget this a little bit. And we're going to make... like weapons manufacturing up here. This will be a weapons manufacturing area. I've also spent like an absolute crap ton of bricks, as you can see. I'm gonna just pause this kind of stuff until I need it. So yeah, in lieu of like barracks and stuff, you know, you people, I want land combat. Yeah, you're not getting land combat, people. Just give it up. You're not getting it. So instead of that, I think it would be kind of interesting just to do a little, like some weapons manufacturing stuff up here instead. I think that would be kind of fun to try and to you know, put in place up here. And actually, we're going to move him up by one tile, I think. Yeah, up to there. Instead, this road right here is kind of arbitrary, actually. This is the... no, not that. God, it's all messed up here. Fix this. Okay. This is the road that I want to use. Why are you being weird? There. Okay, so that's the road I want to use right there. And we're going to place him here. Going up that way with him. Yeah. So there is like a barracks right here. So again, we don't have access to a barracks, so we're going to do weapons manufacturing right there. We're going to come over here and I can't. Oh, yeah, look at the old school warehouses from Anno 1404. Some of my favorites. Where is that? I have a ship coming in laden with bricks. There he is, being as slow as humanly possible. That's because I'm on slow. No wonder. No wonder it's going so slow. I have it on slow. That would explain a lot. I'm going to move this road right here, though. Right to there. Okay, that way it all just kind of connects up. Okay.
It's a surprise inspection.
And I'm going to use those weapons, actually, as an export for my docklands. He's coming in with a bunch of bricks that I'm in desperate need of. So yeah, I think I'm going to do weapons and heavy and advanced weapons as exports. So instead of like barracks and stuff up here, since we don't have that, instead, you know, yeah, we'll just do that. I think that'll work out okay. May even toss down a one of these, but I can't because I don't have enough workers here. Ah, thank you. Let's grab a bit of all this right here. Maybe let's go. Okay, I've already got it there. Go down here. Get a few more workers. There. You know what? That's almost kind of too fancy. Can I go back? Oh no, way too far back. Okay, I'm not gonna fool with it. I'll just move it. That's almost too fancy for that area. There. Something like that. Yeah, that's a little bit better. Okay. Alright. And we're going to toss down another furnace just to kind of keep it all with this same idea here, basically. Grab ourselves another commuter pier. And a fire station. Alright, you're ready to head home. Back to Beavertron with you. Okay. Lovely. A little weapons manufacturing area. Just to, you know, as a subtle little nod to the you know, the military side of the city right there. This right here, I have no idea what I'm going to do with. I don't even know. All right, so that kind of takes care of this little spot right here. So from here, it actually just gets really easy. I got to make sure I'm grabbing the right ones because there are 1404 housing too. So from here, it's actually very easy. It just kind of starts going on as normal, basically. Starts getting into a whole lot easier to manage and deal with. And by that I mean it gets like less weird. Oh man, that worked out so perfect. And I'm not even kidding. I'll show here on the map here in a moment. This is what it does. All right, let's pop over to the other screen here, and I'll show. Oh, an extremely loud bell. Hey, yes, please. Take the extremely loud bell. Anyways, yeah, let's pop over to the other window here, and I'll show you. So, we did this right here. This is kind of like the warehouse. This is the weapons factory, the advanced weapons. You know, this is this little spot right here. And then we have this. It's just kind of, it gets into just very straight, easy to replicate roads, which I'm kind of wanting to deal with right now. So yeah, we're just gonna keep on with this idea right here. Looking at it, it actually changes up slightly. Some of these roads are also, they look very, very wide, like a lot wider than what I've made. This over here is like a big special road, basically. So it's something I need to keep in mind. This is kind of shorter, so we're going to make these just little 4x4s. Now this one right here actually extends and it covers the entire, like this road in the between basically just kind of goes away. And it comes on over here, but I don't really have that much room for something like that. Well, I mean, I have the room, but it's not going to lay out right. Actually, this right here will be okay. There's like a weird little... I think there's like a fountain right here or something.
Your ship has returned from its voyage.
Because it seems to do something like that. Yeah, and it keeps on... Oh, whoa, not like that. Yeah, it kind of just keeps on connecting in like this. It went from like crazy to like total grid up in these areas right here. Now, yeah, this train keeps going. There's like it's like a fountain or something right here. I can't tell what it is. It's not there anymore, and I've looked for some pictures of it and I can't find anything. So we're gonna kind of make up our own. Something like that. Okay. Now, grab ourselves a marketplace. Maybe get him... Oh, that's right. This is the... this is that whole area. Of course, the marketplaces are completely temporary. Just need them so I can get them everything upgraded. So we'll just toss those down temporarily. A miner? Meh. Yeah, I did. I tossed us down a public mooring over here. Get us a little more income going.
Stand to attention for the boss.
Yeah, stand to attention for me.
What feeble creature.
All right. Got all these right here upgraded. Guess as well I can... come over here. So I got a little quiet for a second because I was trying to look and see what this road right here does. And it looks like it kind of does a little bit of this number. There's like, it's probably like, you know, depots and different types of buildings, but, you know, I got to work with what I got, so... You know, I don't even know if I need... Yeah, this thing has such a massive range on it. Look at the range on that fire brigade. That is ridiculous. And it's got so many... It's got so many firefighters and stuff that will come out. Like this one right here only has one. The Fire Brigade Institute has, what, 5? Plus I can call out 2 more at the same time. Yeah, it's ridiculous. It's a little overpowered, but it helps with building cities like this. Now, I'm going to have to fidge things over here a little bit again because there is actually a really interesting looking church right here. It's actually down here, but I can't put it there. So I'm going to end up having to put it out over here. I think I put it right there. I think it'll be perfect.
Celebrate your leadership.
Okay. And it's got like some parks and stuff around it, so we'll use our enclosed hedges for that. So what I'm looking at is this right here. It's this right here. You can see the church is actually next to the main barracks, and then it has this big grand boulevard that goes way on up. So that's what we're going to work on while we're waiting for all this stuff right here to catch up. And everything's sick now. That's just lovely. Oh, you know what? See if I can take him out before it becomes a problem. I'm going to put in one of those doctor's houses. Oh, not the zoo. Stop that. So he's got one doctor, and then you can call out one more. So he's actually not as good as a regular hospital, but that's okay. It'll help. So anyways, this right here, looks like there's actually a nice big fountain in front. This is there's also a railroad that runs alongside it. But actually, that's kind of weird. There's actually, yeah, there is a railroad right there. Huh. Odd. Very, very odd. Actually, the railroad runs right here where I did that. Ooh, I'm gonna have to redo some of this. Oof, oof, oof. Okay. So yeah, this railroad actually it comes out. And it runs like, literally like right alongside this church. Like that. Which means I probably want to move everything over a little bit. This is going to be the widest random boulevard ever. Okay. Eh. Okay, so yeah, it's going to carry on like this and like this. Train track is going to kind of take up this little spot right here, and it goes off into whatever right there. Okay, so now we're going to have to kind of play around with it as is. There's actually a 4x4 fountain I want to use, but I need I need skyscrapers unlocked. I want to use the 4x4 fountain, but I don't have it yet, so instead I'm going to just kind of 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. 3, 4. Okay. I'm going to do it like that. I'm going to do that 4x4 fountain right there in the middle. We can come up one extra with it. I do have something that I could actually use instead of doing it like that. Under our workers tab here, just do concrete. Concrete it? Nah, no. Do a double road. That don't look good. That ain't gonna work. Never mind. I thought maybe it would, but it doesn't. But yeah. We'll do the 4x4 fountain there. Like a double road in front of it like that. And then... Now, actually, like the way it actually looks... And then, of course, I'm going to redo all this, so I probably will connect it in a little bit. But technically, it would connect in with this right here. And it would go all the way across. So I'm going to end up having to redo all of this just ever so slightly. Get rid of these houses. I can't get rid of that yet. Too much illness nearby. Okay. So yeah, and then there's going to be this fountain right here. Which I don't know. what I'm going to do with this one. Just a big park, really, is all it is. Yeah, and it'll have the nice big fountain in the middle, so that'll look good. And this is going to be a gigantic. This is like the parade grounds or something. I don't know what this is, what this actually is supposed to be, but it's just a massive road. Just a massive space, really, is all it is. I may shrink this down a little bit because I think it's going to be too much. Like, it's just so much. These are gone good. There. Do a double road right there. Leave it like that. It's fine. I don't want to have to try and redo everything anymore. Already getting a little bit. Yeah, I'm gonna shrink this down some. I'll do that off camera. I'm gonna shrink down the giant boulevard right there because that's gotten to be a little bit more than what I wanted it to. But it is gonna look neat once it's done. Let's upgrade all those. Lovely. These guys up here are all still very sick. Try to mobilize some more. And I gotta figure out what to do in that little space right there. Actually, let's look under our worker stuff right here. Little decorations right there in our little military industrial complex quarter. Upgrade all these guys. Yeah, they're all fixing themselves. Good. Lovely. Now, what's next to this right here? So this right here, we'll probably fill in with some other stuff, like other random things like industry, because technically this right here is different stuff that I don't have down here anymore. It's supposed to be all of this pushed down, but I had to push it up because of the landscape. So instead, I'll probably just do some factories right there. Factories and houses mixed in over that in that area. Get all of those upgraded. Get a handful of services up there. Cool. Okay. All right, well, there we go, guys. That is going to be it for me today. We've gone over a little bit on our time from what I wanted to do, but, you know, this does take a lot longer than just regularly building, so, you know, you may have to deal with a slightly longer videos while I try to get it all worked out and everything. Yeah, but from here, of course, over here, it's still a mishmash of roads, and that's kind of why I didn't want to deal with it today. It's a very haphazard, all over the place kind of thing of roads in the old part of town. Over here in the new side of town, it's very gridded, and it's a lot easier to get it up and running and set up. So it's kind of why I'm over here right now. It's because it's a little bit easier on me. But yeah, from there, guys, I think we're going to kind of continue filling some of this right here in. I'm going to get some industry going. Get them some bread, apparently, and a few other things, because it looks like we're out of bread. Yeah, start filling in some productions and getting all that going, and then we'll start filling in this section over here as well and getting that filled in. The city overall is not going to take up a ton of room. I mean, it'll probably take up about this much space. So yeah. I'm sitting here looking at it, trying to think what I'm going to do where I want to go. There's so many ways I need to go with this, but it's starting to look kind of interesting, especially now that we've got our engineers and artisans in there. Let's actually kind of get rid of that. So yeah, it's actually starting to take shape. The harbor area looks very nice. The city itself is starting to come along. Once we start filling in all the spaces with shopping malls and cafes and restaurants and all the other stuff and get everything else upgraded into better housing, like engineers and artisans, of course, it's going to look so, so cool. I am really excited. I'm still loving this so much. So yeah, with that, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, be sure to leave a like and a comment down below, and I'll see you in the next one. Till then, take care.